Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, the only game that dare to ask, what if France surrendered? I have just been informed by the bourgeoisie that I will be executed for my crimes against France unless I make up for it immediately. So today, we're gonna be taking this really good, not terrible at all nation and making them even better. You see, by taking advantage of France's built-in unique decisions, we can not only put a stop to the Axis powers early, but also revive the French Empire and become the new masters of Europe. So, if you're ready to learn how to turn France into an unstoppable superpower, let's begin. How's it going, everybody? My name is Josh, and welcome to France and Hearts of Iron 4. So, it's World War II time. That means France is canonically about to have a pretty rough time. Historically speaking, Germany plowed France with their massive corridor and penetrated them in their tiny Ardennes hole in the defensive line, leading to the complete domination of France and the birth of Vichy France. And personally, I think Vichy France is stupid, and I'm here to prevent it entirely. So today I want to reverse the situation. France is not going to be the defensive player today. No, I am going to be the aggressor. Germany is going to have to defend from me, and along with that, a whole lot of other nations are going to as well. Spoiler alert, by the end of this video, I am going to be the new master of Europe. Now, before I can do that, I need to address something. I get a lot of comments asking me if Hearts of Iron 4 is available on mobile devices, and unfortunately, I always have to tell them no, it absolutely isn't. But I get it. I personally spent most of my life without a big PC to play strategy games on, and that got me thinking. What if there was a massive in-depth strategy game available for free on mobile devices? Well, it turns out there actually is. Now, the game I'm talking about is what we call a collection RPG. Now, I am a massive fan of turn-based RPGs. I love coming up with dumb strategies to overcome obstacles, and that's what this game is, but with a twist. It also adds in collection aspects for all of you trading card enthusiasts out there. So, what is the game I'm talking about? Well, it is none other than Raid Shadow Legends. In this game, you'll be able to collect, customize, and build your very own completely unique party to take on countless PvE campaigns, bosses, and dungeons. You can legitimately build any kind of team you want and strategize in any way you desire. I personally had the bright idea to build a squad of nothing but overleveled common champions, so I was actually really surprised when Raid let me stick all my good upgrade stuff on some normal skeleton guy that I pulled. Now, was that a smart decision? No, absolutely not, but I love that I was allowed to even try it out, and I had fun because of it. In Raid Shadow Legends, there are over 1,000 different champions to choose from, all with their own unique kits, roles, and visuals, with many more being added constantly. Now, if you're still waiting to give Raid Shadow Legends a try, don't. No, really. You can use my link or QR code right this instant and be playing in the next few minutes. And if you do use my personal link, you'll be given a huge starter pack, including the legendary Karato Foxhunter from the Shadowkin faction. And once you reach level 15, you'll also receive the epic Fayne, who is, pretty widely considered to be better than most legendaries, but you didn't hear that from me. Now, if you're a brand new player to Raid, you can use one of the promo codes on screen now to unlock one of these 6 legendary champions. I am personally a pretty big fan of skeletons, so I decided to take the ultimate Death Knight. Again, use my QR code or the link in the description or pinned comment to start playing Raid Shadow Legends today. And if you're feeling up to it, come find me and join my clan. Thank you again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, and now, back to Europe. So if you're ready, let's begin. First steps first, we gotta establish the starting situation for France because they have a pretty bad one, kind of. So national spirits, number 1, we have the London Naval Treaty. This really doesn't matter. Basically, we just can't make any of our ships too big and we'll be fine, which that's not gonna be a problem anyway because we're not gonna be speccing into ships because I've got a better way of making a navy. Next up, victors of the Great War. This is a pretty interesting one and a pretty bad one. Recruitable population minus 0.3%. Not the worst debuff in the world, but not a good one. Less war support and more land doctrine cost, which is the main problem. 50% extra land doctrine cost is a lot. It's not crippling, but it's not good. After that, we have disjointed government, one of the worst national spirits in the entire game. Daily political power cost plus 0.8. That is awful. That means that we're going to be gaining 1.19 per day on political power, which once we do a national focus is going to be 0.19. That is a horrible amount of political power to be gaining. And along with that, we also have minus 10% stability, which is also pretty bad, and a minus 50% surrender limit, which if you didn't know is why France always capitulates to Germany so quickly once they lose Paris. This will be our number 1 priority to get rid of, and should be in really any France game at all. After that, we have a debatably good national spirit in Protected by the Maginot Line. So this one trades off your planning speed for your max planning buff. And if you do use this correctly, it can actually be really strong because max planning is just a flat buff to your combat potential on offense, which is good. Next up, full employment, recruitable population factor minus 25%. This is pretty bad, but in the grand scheme of things, it really isn't going to hurt us that much. After that, we have political violence to just allow some events to pop up. They're not going to be good, so yeah, we're just going to have to deal with that. And finally, inefficient economy, minus 20% factory and dockyard output. So just a debuff to our economy, make it worse, why don't you? So with all that being said, the number one thing that we want to get taken care of first is disjointed government so that we can get more political power costs, because I don't really worry about the surrender limit because we're not going to be invaded. Now, on the focus tree, there are several paths to getting rid of disjointed government, but the one we're going to be doing today is the repeal the law of exile path. This will lead us into some of our monarchist paths, and I'm not going to be spoiling exactly which path we're going to be going down after that, but in order to head down that way, we are going to need to revive the national bloc first. This is going to make our leader give us a little bit more political power gain and trade deal opinion factor, which is okay, I guess. Knock that one out first, and now let's set up the basics. Research is going to be the default electronic mechanical engineering, basic machine tools, and construction 1. They're kind of just the base 3 that you always want to start with. Today is no different. As for civilian factories, number 1, we're going to build infrastructure in a lot of our states. We've got 80% infrastructure in most of them. We're just going to cap those out to 100. Something like this is fine. After that, we're simply going to build up as many military factories as possible in all the states we build infrastructure. We are going to be at war early, so we really don't have time to be messing with civilian factories. After that, the military factories that we do currently have, we're going to delete the light tank because we're not going to be needing that at all. And instead, we're going to stick every single extra one on infantry equipment because we are out on a ton of infantry equipment. It doesn't show right now, but this is several tens of thousands in debt. And finally, just select the entire military and convert every single one of them to the basic infantry division. Hit all right on that, and we're going to split these into roughly evenly dispersed armies. Something like this is perfectly fine, and then we can just assign whoever we want to be in charge of really anything. It really doesn't matter because we are going to be so incredibly dominant in the future that the little minor stuff like that really doesn't matter. I'll set an admiral in charge of my naval HQ, and we'll set up a scientist to do some nonsense. Now, the only other thing that I might do at this point is go into construction and build actually an aerodynamics facility. We'll just throw one into Normandy, I guess, and put that at the top queue of all my military factories. We would like to get radar if possible in the future, so we'll try to do that semi-quickly. But at this point, we're good to just unpause until our focus is done. And it's now done. So, as France, you actually get an option once Germany remilitarizes the Rhineland. And for this, we're simply going to issue a diplomatic objection. We are not going to be taking the top one because that is a lot of political power, and I just don't want to start a war yet. So we're just going to take the bottom one. Now, once that's done, we do need to start blitzing towards getting rid of disjointed government. So next one is going to be utilize the leagues. This is going to give us some political power and a little bit less stability. It also unlocks 2 decisions for us that we are never going to be taking, so I'm not going to be explaining them. Knock that one out and continue to unpause until it's done. I do have another research slot open, which means I am going to be pushing for the basic small airframe next. This is going to be very important to defeating Germany. If you don't go ahead and research this, you're going to have a very difficult time doing so. So grab your airplanes, we're going to be using them. And we've also got a little bit of an event here, communists in the government. Honestly, I say just allow them to join up because stability is going to be a little bit hard to maintain and we can deal with communism. It's not too hard to get rid of them. And the next focus is done. Utilize the leagues is finished. We got more political power. So I'm immediately going to be grabbing a Chief of Air Force. And that is going to be this man right here, the Ground Support Specialist, for an extra 5% air superiority and daily air experience gain. We are going to need air experience, so we're going to go ahead and grab him. Along with that, we can also go ahead and grab a Chief of Army, and I'm going to go ahead and snag the Army Maneuver Specialist because I want to move fast. As for the next focus, we are going to be immediately moving on to the Council of, and I've got to be careful here because the last time I tried to pronounce a word in a foreign language at all, I got 400. I kid you not. 400 comments on my last video telling me I spoke Dutch wrong. The Council of Rambouillet. No, I can't possibly say it. Okay, I can't pretend to be that stupid. The Council of Rambouillet. I hope that's close. I'm not looking it up. Change in popularity of the non-aligned plus 10%. That's alright, but we just need to get down so that we can get on to the next focus after that. And now, back to unpausing, keep clicking through stuff, let stuff do as it does. Check the research, it's just about done on basic machine tools. So I can open up a new one, and I could push for improved machine tools, it's a little bit ahead of schedule. So I think I'll just go ahead and grab radio now while I'm here. And another research slot open, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the basics on infantry equipment. And again, the next focus is complete. Now, once we make it this far along the focus tree, it is going to self-compact itself, which is really nice. A lot less clutter to look at. But it's also pretty simple what we're doing next. It is revise the Constitution. This is going to give us a lot of weekly stability for a year. And this is going to be both really nice and really not nice, because we cannot do the next focus after that until this has fully run its course. So, we're gonna knock this one out. Once it's done, we have to wait a year before we can do repeal the law of exile, and repeal the law of exile is the one that gets rid of disjointed government. So, we're gonna be sitting on our hands for a little bit. But we are also in very, very good shape to get all this done. And now it's done. Now you're going to see under the national spirits that we have a brand new one. This is going to last for exactly 1 year. So it'll give us quite a bit of stability, but we are also now completely locked out of taking the next one, so it's time to choose another focus. And that is going to be this one right here, begin rearmament. We need to take the path to getting our army ready to go because war is just around the corner. We are going to be battling Germany very, very quickly, and we need to be ready for it. So take on begin armament. This is going to give us 4 military factories. That is going to be a lot. And now at this point, we are also going to keep an eye on our air fighter production. We got about 2 weeks left before we can start manufacturing these guys, and we need to do that pretty quickly. And it's done. So before I go ahead and build one of those, we're going to set our next one, and that is going to be improved machine tools. We're a little bit ahead of time. That's going to be okay. Production is important. Now, over in the actual production tab, we need to design 2 fighters, and we got about 31 air XP. That should be enough to get that done. So, basic small airframe. So, the first one is going to be our base fighter. This is what we're going to be running for our base fighter. Save that, and we got our fighter. I'll put that at the top of the queue and put that under, we'll say, 3 military factories. Now, along with that, we also need to design a cast plane. Now, for this, we're going to be throwing on small bomb bays. These are slightly more expensive than the bomb blocks, but they do give us a better amount of ground attack. And at least to my understanding, it is more cost efficient to run this path if we're just trying to do cast. And there we go. There's an early cast design that will work. We're going to save that and put those into production as well. We'll put those right under the basic airframes, and for this one, we are just going to throw as many factories on this as physically possible. We want a ton of close air support to absolutely dominate the Germans. We're still trying to save up quite a bit of political power right now. Our gain is absolutely terrible. 0.26 per day is horrendous. So we want to try and grab the silent workhorse to fix that as soon as possible. Now, we do have our facility done, which means that I can go ahead and assign a scientist. Now, let me see if I got one that does radar. We do have one that does radar, so we're going to throw him on Mr. Joseph Bethenod. I'm not honestly sure if these are, like, always the same or not. I think they are, and once we can, we will develop radar. Now, another research slot and another focus has been done. Next research, we'll probably go and take interwar artillery just to make sure that that is indeed done. And the next focus, we are going to be going towards the aggressive focus. Remember, this is not your basic normal-ass France. We are going to be the aggressors in this and take down Germany pretty much instantly. So, aggressive focus it is, and back to waiting. Go ahead and snag construction 2 next, try and get our construction going just a little bit faster. We actually do have pretty good construction speed right now, which is nice. We're building a lot of military factories, which is fantastic. And let me go ahead and do a few other things. I'll add another factory on support equipment. We're already building small airframes, which is good. We're gonna have some fighters to combat Germany once the war starts. Checking our logistics, we're still missing quite a bit of infantry equipment and quite a bit of support equipment. Hopefully that's fixed by the time we go into action. It should at least be pretty close. Oh, we've got a special project available. I probably won't be using any of these, so we'll just go ahead and grab the flamethrower tank. Why not? Spain is requesting my aid. I am going to tell them to screw off because I do not care what happens in Spain. It actually benefits me a little bit if Republican Spain loses. You're going to see that in the future. But hey, we finally have 150 political power, so Mr. Silent Workhorse, please help me gain more political power, please. We're going to go from gaining 0.29 per day to, after grabbing him, 0.59 per day. So basically doubled our political power gain. Still not good, but it's way more manageable than it used to be. And there's our aggressive focus done. They gave us a little bit more army experience, and we have a new chief of army that we can hire. We may do something with him in the future, but now we have a little bit of a choice. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the proper choice is air dominance. Minus 10% production cost for both fighters and close air support. These are both things that we are going to be making in mass. This focus is fantastic. Take it next. And honestly, my friends, once we get this one done, I don't think there's a lot that Germany can even do to stop us. But again, you'll see that once we're there. Got a new research slot open. I think I'll grab mechanical computing at this point. How much longer till I get my breakthrough point on air? It's gonna be just a little bit longer. We're 75% done right now. That's all right. That's fine. That's fine. And another research slot open. I'll be taking Dispersed Industry 1. Open up some more building slots. Why don't I? How's my construction looking? Looks pretty good. Air dominance is just finished, which means that we're gonna be building fighters even faster than we were before, making 1.5 fighters a week and 1.8 casts per week. That isn't really a good number, but it's good for where we're at. Now, after this, if we continue down the path that we are currently doing, we're kind of going to get diminished returns, so instead, I'm going to shift over to the economic side. Over here on the left side of the focus tree, there are 2 research slots available to us, and research is one of the things that we're going to be having problems with, so I would like to go ahead and make some progress towards getting a new research slot. And that begins with devaluation of the franc. It gives us better consumer goods to factories, but we are going to lose a bit more stability, which is, you know, a little bit sad, but I think we will be okay. We'll start running some anti-communist raids to get our stability back up and fix our ideological pushes. And all things considered, I think we are in fantastic shape. Now, I haven't told you what the plan is yet. We're gonna get to that. We're still waiting for the constitutional revisions to end, which will happen in October of this year. Once that happens, things are going to go from 0 to 100 very, very quickly. Also, devalue the franc is done, which means we now have that minus 5% stability for the next year. A little bit sad, but I'm not going to worry about it. Next focus is going to be develop the metropole. Gives us 5% stability, so it legitimately just gives us the stability back that we just lost, and opens the way to that research slot that I would really, really like to have. All right, here's 2 events that are very indicative that things are about to go down. So, number 1, Austria's trying to rebuild its military. I am going to embargo them because, in theory, I think that makes them slightly weaker for when you actually have to fight Germany later. If someone wants to, you can check me on that. I'd really like to know if it makes a difference at all, but we're going to be embargoing them. And Turkey asks for Hatay, which I'm just going to tell them, no, screw off, I don't care. And that's pretty much it. Austria is likely just about to be unschlussed by Germany, so things are going interesting right now. There is the metropole developed, and we are now at September 22nd, meaning that we have about 2 weeks before the constitutional revision is done. So instead of actually selecting a new national focus, I'm going to wait off, and we'll just bank a little bit of political power. And there we go. Constitutional revision is over. No more stability gain for me, and we are shifting back to repeal the law of exile. This finally gets rid of that stupid disjointed government. No more political power debuff, no more surrender limit debuff, no more stability debuff, and 120 political power to go with it. Start that bad boy. And as soon as I get enough political power, I'm shifting up to early mobilization. And oh cool, I've got access to radar now. Or I guess at least I have access to researching radar now. I'm going to start that immediately and hopefully have it before I go to war with Germany. And there we go, repeal the law of exile is done. This is the big one that we've been trying to get to. No more disjointed government. Our political power gain is 2.57 with no focuses on. That is nice. And we can also start grabbing some other people. So, new political advisor. This is going to be the war industrialist for military factor, construction speed, 10% more. And now, here's where things start to kick off. So, now we have 3 options. We can take the Orleans path, the legitimate heir path, or the Napoleon path. Now, there's definitely some strengths and weaknesses to each individual path, but the one that I am most focused on is the one on the right. This is the path to bring back Napoleon, not the real Napoleon, he's dead, but one of his offspring. So, like, in a metaphorical sense, part of Napoleon lives in you, or I don't know, something like that. But there are some really fun focuses down here. We get war goals on a whole lot of people. Avenge Waterloo, annex Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. After that, we get one to annex the German Reich, and one to annex the Soviet Union. Now, all of these seem a little bit complicated because how on earth are we supposed to take down every single one of those people as France, the weakest of the great powers in World War II? And the answer to that is it is very, very simple, actually. You wouldn't believe how good these focuses are until I show you. We're going to be proclaiming the Third Empire right here, right now. Start that and let's get to it. Since I've already spoiled the plans, we are going to be making a battle plan into Belgium so that we can get the planning bonus, because planning bonus is still really, really good. And it's one of the best things that we have for France because of our defended by the Maginot national spirit. Got another research slot ready to go. We'll go ahead and grab Let's see, what do I want? Definitely the infantry equipment stuff. Yep, let's go ahead and knock those two out next. And I've also got access to some doctrine. So we already start the game with a grand battle plan, which is already my personal favorite. But we can also go over to the operations side and grab desperate defense, mainly for the extra 5% recruitable population that it gives. This is ridiculous, especially on a big country. I'm going to click this. You see that we have about 300,000 manpower right now. Once I unlock this, that is going to shoot up dramatically, probably into the millions if I had to guess. And, oh, would you look at that? Belgium repudiates my guarantee? Funny how that works, huh? All right, Belgium, you go for it. Defend yourself, buddy. And we've also got Yugoslavia requesting sale of airplanes, and I think I will actually divert bomber production for their order because I'm not making any bombers. And I also never intend to, so give me the consumer goods to factory. Thank you very much. And I've also got enough air XP to do an air doctrine now, and that is definitely going to be battlefield support. Air support mission efficiency plus 20%. Yes, sir. But here we go. Proclamation of the Third Empire focus is done. Our government has now officially changed. We are now the French Empire. Now, to be fair, we don't really look much like an empire right now, but that is about to change. We got a new man in charge, Mr. Napoleon IV, and for being named Napoleon, you do absolutely nothing for my country. So that is a little bit sad. I would have liked a little bit more flavor out of that, but you know what? It is what it is. Next national focus, we're going to be avenging Waterloo. We get annexation goals against Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. And we're going to be playing this a little bit weird, but I'll tackle that after I've done it. So go ahead, start that, and let's get to it. All right, there's the Anschluss. We are right on time to make absolutely everything work. And there it is. Avenge Waterloo time is on. It's time to get into action. So, we suddenly have war goals against 4 different nations, and we're going to be declaring against 3 of them. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Belgium, I hate you. Die. Luxembourg, I also hate you, but not for the same reasons. And the Netherlands, sorry, I also have to hate you. I'm obliged to. So yeah, the goal is to go to war with the lowland countries without pissing off the UK. All right, men, slam into the Benelux. And like 3 of you slam into Luxembourg. Now, while they do that, the next focus is actually not going to be retribution for Sudan. We are not going to be doing that one at all, actually. We're going back over to the left side of the screen and doing invest in metropolitan France. Gives us 2 more building slots. That's okay. We just want the extra research slot at the end of that tree. So start pushing. Luxembourg just died instantly. And honestly, we'll just set these guys to all be aggressive, and this should go down almost instantly. Yeah, they cannot stand up to us at all. We have full green air over top of everything. 17 damage done to enemy divisions. That is rough for the Netherlands, and it's over. All right, so yeah, full annexation of Luxembourg, full annexation of Belgium, and I guess the Belgian Congo did show up this time. So yeah, we're taking them too. Submit that demand. We're annexing everything. Confirm and exit. And now for the Netherlands. And that lasted a whole 2 seconds. So Netherlands annexation of all and the Dutch East Indies annexation of all. Confirm that and we'll take the Navy. Make sure we take the Navy. We're going to need that later. Submit that demand and we are good. Confirm and exit. And we're done. Very, very easy war. Okay, so this was step 1 of the operation to kill Germany. Now we actually do have a nice little border with them. So, Field Marshal front line on the border with Germany. Everybody go onto there and everybody go ahead and start battle planning. We're going to need to do that. We're also going to shift over our construction pretty much instantly. Airbase in Brabant. That's going to the top. And we can also spam out some anti-aircraft guns, even though I don't think the German Air Force is going to be that big of a match for us, if I'm completely honest. So now I also need to explain what the next plan is. As you can see right now, Germany is actually justifying a war against us. Though it is not actually directed at us, it is directed at Czechoslovakia, which we do still guarantee from the beginning of the game. But soon enough, we are actually going to be able to take a decision that is the entire key behind France either being a weak little guy that gets curb stomped or the main antagonist of World War II. Aha! Here we go. This is the crux of everything. The Munich Conference. So I know a lot of you are familiar with this from a historical standpoint. In real life, this is where the Allies completely abandoned Czechoslovakia, leaving them to the Germans to be annexed, and in my humble opinion, that really bit them in the ass. So instead, we are not going to leave the Czechs to their fate. We are going to support them. British be damned. This is going to cost a lot of political power. That is a whopping 200. But this is me reaffirming that I will defend Czechoslovakia, and I fully intend to. So knock that, and the war will begin. Germany declares war on Czechoslovakia, and all of a sudden, they're in my faction, the Continental System, back from the ashes. Napoleon's legacy lives on. And now I'm going to ask to join their war, send that, and let's get it. Now, Germany is pretty much immediately going to start attacking me, and we have complete and total air dominance in the Netherlands, and look at this amount of damage. 23.8. That is an insane amount of cast damage to be doing. And we don't even have all of our planes out yet. Let me get like some more of those out. Do even more close air support damage. 700 planes? They're trying to contest me a bit because I may have forgotten to build all my anti-aircraft guns, but let's go ahead and get those out. I probably should have prioritized building those first. But yeah, they're slamming into me. They're not really making any progress at all. We have mutinies in the army because our war support isn't that great. We're going to take this bottom one. We'll just go deep into the negatives on our political power. Minus 200. That's all right. All right, how's the air war looking? They've abandoned. That's good. I'll go ahead and grab one of my battlefield air doctrines. We'll take pinpoint strikes. Unlock that guy, and I think it's just about time that we be the ones doing all the offense. So, attention all airplanes, we are no longer going to be just fighting in the Benelux, you're going to be assigned to the generals. So you there, we're going to split, then assign you, then split, then assign you. That should be enough. We have our planning bonus of 77%. All right, fellas, you ready? Let's get the offense going. 3, 2, 1, knock it out. Begin the push. We got a lot of red arrows, actually. That's all right. Oh, no, we're making pushes. All right, this is fantastic. Break that, encirclement, maybe? Ooh, yes. Free encirclement off rip, let's go. The planning bonus is strong. Oh, can I snap this too? Oh, could I maybe? Oh my god, I snapped their spearhead. Collapse that, you're gone. No sir, goodbye. Oh, I may need to also not have this be on aggressive push. That's a little bit of a mistake. Let's not do that. Next focus. Yeah, my research slot, I wanted that. All right, we'll shift over to a careful execution on the battle plan because I don't want to take too many casualties just yet. Take it slow. We've already done some nice casualties to them. We don't need to push that drastically. Rebuild our planning bonus, and actually, I'm just gonna halt for the moment. We have almost pure air dominance right now. That is a lot of green air. Are they still trying to push me there? Oh my god, can I snap this? I'm gonna snap this right here, right now. You're dumb. You're so stupid. What are you thinking? Please, Germany, put up a fight. All right, full collapse on them, then they're just gone. Great. All right, well, that makes my job easy. We got political violence returns. Too bad, don't really care. I think it's just about time to make another full send. Let's hit it. Ooh, way more green arrows this time. Yeah, they're just getting bodied out of the way. Spread those lines. Well, the north has completely collapsed. They've been encircled again. The bottom ones are not going as well. I need to shift over some of my production. We'll send that to the top. Don't really need these anti-aircraft guns anymore, so nope. Goodbye. We'll do a little bit of repair and just keep building military factories. Why not? I'll try to puncture in towards Denmark while we can. We have an advantage and need to hold on to it. All right, you go up, go around, go to Kiel. I'd like to hit Lübeck if possible. Yeah, this is just sad. Germany's being decimated. Big air power France goes hard. Let's go ahead and reorganize the Dutch. That'll give me a lot of compliance gain in all of the Dutch territories. My god, this is so sad on their part. We're just melting through them. Okay, we're also melting through all of our guns, so we're gonna stop for just a second. I got a little too giddy. I'm a little too happy to just be taking them down like that. We're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna shift a lot of our production onto guns because, oh my god, we need them. But Germany is so close to dead. I could end this war right now. We'll just make very precise pushes. How about it? Precision blast. Let me link up with the Czechs. Throwing more close air support into the battle. That's what, like 500 more close air support? You can have them here. Perfect. All right. I'll actually play this like a clever smart boy. You go here, push them one at a time until I link up with Czechoslovakia. More mutinies. Why? Stop mutinying. You're not supposed to do that. Now, there's reorganize the Dutch done, so that'll make that much easier. I suppose we go into actually fixing the economy now, so laissez-faire, yeah, laissez-faire is probably the better path. gives us those nice research bonuses for industry, which will actually be pretty damn helpful. All right, cross this river, please. Thank you. Okay, well, I am finally starting to fix the gun problem that I single-handedly created for myself because I didn't want Germany to go to war with Britain and then Britain get anything. There we go, another little encirclement. We'll close this pocket. Popped closed, and honestly, that might be enough to just full send again. Actually, infantry equipment is getting fixed pretty quickly. We're only 15,000 down. Nice. Oh, okay. So Germany has now declared war on Lithuania for some reason. I feel like you're in a little bit of a predicament, man. I don't think you should be picking more fights, but hey, what do I know? I'm just France. More factory output. Yes, please. I want that. Actually, can I just ask Britain for lend-lease of guns? Oh, they would say yes. You idiots! 3,000 rifles, I'll take it. Appreciate it. Nothing will ever go wrong for you giving me those. Trust me, man. Trust me. All right, let's see if we can get away with another push again. Ooh, that's a lot more green this time. We only need a few greens to make this worth it. Oh, yeah, it is going great. Snipe. Berlin. Berlin is mine. Haha. Screw you. I win. All right, they should be about to fall. At this point, I do think I probably just full send it. I don't think they have any capability to stop me at all. I'm gonna take some casualties doing this, but I mean, their lines are gone. And wow, okay, that was quick. So yeah, Germany's defeated by the powers of France and Czechoslovakia, and I didn't do quite as much damage this time as I did in my practice runs, mainly because I maybe full sent way too soon with nothing but infantry. But honestly, that's all right. What I'm gonna do here is actually create a tiny little puppet state in Germany, just in the, I think this is the Königsberg areas, if my geography serves me correctly. And then we'll just go and full annex everything else. Probably the stuff around Czechoslovakia. No. Okay, that's not gonna work. I don't have enough. Let me demand once. They're contesting me. Okay, we're gonna demand it again. And this time I think I can take what I want. All right, submit. Britain. Nah. No way. Get the hell out. I did all the work for this. There is not a chance I give you anything, Britain. All right. Now we'll take the Navy, and I think that's just about it. Confirm and exit, and we're good. And would you look at us, a massive French empire. Isn't that cool? We're still bad on logistics, but we've got way more factories now. And there's political violence removed. So, this is only step one to my master plan. Take out Germany, take their navy, and take their industry. Here's where things get a little bit interesting, though. I want to go ahead and take Spain. Spain is really easy to kill. They're never really that strong. We'll justify a war goal on them. Honestly, I probably should have started the justification before the war ended, but Germany died a little bit faster than I thought they were going to, so I didn't really get a chance. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Germany will die quickly. Now, at this point, we are waiting for a little bit of stuff to happen in the world. Germany's dead. We have them as a puppet, mainly because I want to eventually take their air force. They've got about 1,000 planes, and I'd like to just inherit those, which is why I've got them as a puppet. We still have our war goal against the UK, which we will use, but not yet. We need to wait for a strategic time to do so. Now, in the meantime, we will go ahead and grab our war goal against the Soviet Union. I don't want to fight them yet, but I need to get to the focus after that. Logistics are getting fixed. We're making 150 guns a day, 160 guns a day. So yeah, this deficit is going to go away real quick. Civilian factories, let's just build even more mills, along with even more infrastructure in our core territories. We'll just max that out, why not? And I do also have a radar, so we'll do that, and that, along with this. And we'll spam an air base just next to Spain so that we can actually use our air force once we're ready to go. Our engine 3 is done, so once we get our next improved small airframe, we will be able to upgrade our fighters and CAS. And I think as far as industry goes, we just go construction 3 and disperse 3. They want us to demobilize the economy, which is something that I don't really want to do. I'd like to just use radio propaganda to buff my war support, and it looks like that actually worked. Very well done. All right, logistics are finally getting fixed. Fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. The Soviet Union just declared war on the Allies already? I thought they would wait a little bit before doing that. All right, I see you. I might be able to kick into action a little faster than I thought. Investment portfolio, absolutely not Turkey. I do not care about that. I want to kill Spain. I still got 80 days. I'm dumb. I should have done this before I finished the war with Germany. I forgot to think. That's okay. All right, that focus is done on my war goal against the Soviet Union. I want my big buff right here. Please, more recruitable population and recruitable population factor and war support. Just give me everything. I want it all. Oh, and my improved small airframe is done. Haha, I can start mass producing better fighters. Let's go ahead and do that. Build a new one. So, small airframe. New fighters are going to be engine 3s with this time heavy machine guns. 4X, 4X, and 4X. That gives us a fighter with a whole lot of air attack, whole lot of speed, and some nice range. We'll save that. Let me change this over. Save that. New fighter, and a new close air support. Again, engine 3, just one of them with cast weapons of pretty much the exact same thing, but these are just gonna have better engines. And I guess I could throw on the bomb locks. I don't actually know if that's better or not. I think it is. Oh yeah, we're gonna run with that. Somebody that knows anything about this stuff can tell me in the comments if that's correct or not, but this works good enough for what we're doing. Boom, knock you out. Wait, nope, I need to replace the one that I'm already doing. Improve close air support, 3 a day. Excellent. All right, about 2 more months until I can declare war on Spain. This is good. Looks like the Soviet Union is actually going in on Lithuania, so Britain is just not helping them out at all, hardly. Interesting. We'll see if Poland gets involved in all that or not. I guess while I'm sitting here waiting, I'll go ahead and merge up my navy into one super navy in the English Channel. What's that, 228 boats? I like it. But I guess I'll actually assign an admiral so they can have command in the heaviest of air quotes I could possibly give. And war goal against Spain is done. So let's just get this done super, super fast. This is one of the easiest wars you can possibly do. Everybody on aggressive and just smash through the front lines. Look at all that green. Oh, that's disgusting. Green air. Oh, that's so much ground damage. Oh, they're getting shredded. They're last standing, so we're not breaking them yet, but these divisions are about to just like fully melt away. Yeah, the yellow bars are disappearing actively. They're about to not exist yet, and there's their last stand gone, and they're just melting instantly. That's rough, buddy. That's that's such a fast collapse. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love seeing that. Sorry, but there will be no fascism. I'm gonna have to take your country because you did a fascism. Sorry, that's just how it works, man. Boop, infantry specialist, army logistics guy, military theorist, I guess. And there's Spain done, so select all and take the navy. Everything will be mine. Confirm and exit, and that's another addition to my collection. French Empire's looking sexy. So now, while the allies are distracted, I'm gonna go do something sneaky. Hello, Charles de Gaulle. I want you to plan a naval invasion into Britain. To Portsmouth? Yeah, this'll work. Then simply take the rest of your boys up here and be ready to potentially cross the channel if you need to. Poland is not having a good day currently. Is Britain actually helping out at all? The answer is no, they are not. All right, Britain being useless as hell. That's all right, I'll punish them for it. All right, well, my battle plan is ready to go. I think the UK is distracted in Finland. Let's just take them out real quick, why don't we? I can use the war goal that I got earlier from the focus to go ahead and declare this. We're gonna send that, and we are off. I'll immediately start my battle plan to actually land and send my navy out into the ocean so that they can actually fight this stuff. Now, I think the Soviets should like me, so I can get a non-aggression pact with them. All right, all right. And the reason I wanted to wait until later to fight the UK is because I actually have a pretty sizable navy now. About 264 ships, which I think is comparable to the UK's navy. Yeah, it's about the same ballpark. Now, the UK does have a pretty strong tendency to just naval invade, which is why I wanted to keep these guys here. Now they can just go and react instantly. Get right there, please. Thank you very much. I don't know why the UK just wants to be, like, super aggressive. They lose this fight almost every single time I've done it. Also, let's go ahead and shift back to normal execution and just send that. Delete them, kick them out. No way. No, at this point, we're just kind of waiting to gain naval supremacy over here. Okay, I did maybe mildly forget that I should hold this line here. Let's grab, like, 3 of you guys. Go down there and help fix that. I forgot about Gibraltar. Oops. Okay, maybe more than a few. We'll send, like, 8 over there. Get on that defensive line and just hold them where they're at. Please and thank you. All right, there we go. They're sending off. Hopefully we should be able to land on this pretty easily. Oh, just completely uncontested. All right, everybody on this front line and go. Killing Britain is all about speed, and we need to do that quickly. You guys will also be crossing the channel and immediately going over there. You, capture this. Capture Plymouth, you go to Wales. All right, I just need to get the troops over, and I think we're good. Capture the airbase, just start pushing. Keep pushing through. You, go aggressive. Break them, do not look back. Take every single airport. Go, keep pushing, keep pushing. All right, well, this is a win in Wales. We've captured all of that. We're about to take Liverpool, and can I take Manchester? The one UK city I've actually been to. Unless you count Wales. I went to a city in Wales. I think it was like Llandudno or something like that. But it's spelled in a way that I cannot visualize it anymore. All right, this seems like a rousing success. I think if I can take this last airbase, their ability to contest me in the skies will all but disappear. Oh my god, we just demolished the northern defensive line. All right, we just backed them into the London side. This is, kinda sad. I expected a little bit more out of the UK. Well, there they go. Unfortunately, I now have to share with the Soviet Union and Poland, but that's not too bad because I'm just gonna beat the Soviets later anyway. So let's just take the UK stuff. That's the main thing that I want anyway. And Danzig. We'll hit that and then we'll submit. They're challenging me on, yep, the Polish side. All right, fine, you can have it since you're gonna fight me every single step of the way. All right, Soviet Union, you're getting what's coming to you for that. All right, well, they fought me way more than I wanted them to, which is a little bit sad. I wanted to jump in on the UK earlier, but technically I waited too long to declare war on Spain, so it's my own fault. I did it wrong, but that's okay. Instead, we'll be going down into Italy next, because I want a little bit of that. Actually, let me take a look at my empire right now. Ooh, sexy. Look at all that Africa. Look at all that Europe. All right, well, planning my invasion against Italy. We'll just put some guys on the border, and naval invasion plan. Marseille to Roma. Only 6? Is my research not done yet? 46 days. Damn, it's not. New project. Dude, I've got so many scientists. Why are there so many? New breakthrough. Just keep balance, man. I don't need all this stuff. I'm too strong as it is. All right, well, I do have the world's largest navy now. I've combined the French, Spanish, German, and British navies all together into 604 vessels. I can definitely beat anybody when it comes to navy. What I can't win is, well, it costs a lot of fuel to do that, so I should probably start doing some synthetics. I guess I'll move my main fleet down so that I can actually get control over the Mediterranean and navally invade Italy. That would be a good plan, I think. No, I don't want you at Dunkirk. I want you at Toulon. Thank you. Research slot available. All right, we're doing that. Let's do fuel gain per oil. That'll be nice. Oh my god, I got my better landing craft. I can get 10 divisions now! Isn't that cool? Can I just go ahead and research the next tier? 800 days? Oh man, okay, no. The answer is a very affirmative no. Aha! My war goal! Screw you, Italy! Alright, I don't think this is going to be a very long war at all, but I might be surprised. Let's see, can I just break through? Yeah, looks like, nope. Last standing, immediately. All right, naval invasion, instantly the fall of Rome. Everybody's going here. Push them out of the port. I'm in. Push them out more. Keep going. I want a quick collapse. Yeah, this is going pretty well, actually. Full green air everywhere. There is nothing they can do about it. All right, well, Italy is now split in two, which is ideal for me. I have air support, so in theory, we just win this. We'll grind them down very, very quickly. Have they lost all their fighters yet? No, but they're drastically less than we are. Do I just plan a second naval invasion around? Oh, maybe. That could be fun. All right, Soviets have changed and have canceled the non-aggression pact, so I assume I'll be at war with them soon. There we go. Collapsed. They gotta be close. Nope, they just abandoned the whole front line. Go back. What are you doing? Wrong. Try again. All right, collapse the north, collapse the middle, please. Just collapse everything. Big collapse in the north and collapse in the south. Mussolini's gone, so are all of his soldiers. Bye-bye, 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 crunch. And there's the Italian revolt. I am not transferring any territory to you, no, sir. You are my puppet good, and that should be the end of them. Nice, very well done. Don't contest me, you don't get anything, man. I did all the work. I get everything. That's how this works. Stop it. You can't do that. No, stop. We're gonna sit here for 10 million years because this one territory doesn't even cost anything. It's mine. Screw you. Did I pass? I maybe accidentally passed. Nope, I took it. Let's go, it's mine. That is Italy down, French Italy established, and we are looking good. Is it maybe perhapsably time that I go and stick it to the Russians? How the hell did Romania get in the Comintern? All right, whatever, don't care. Well, I think it's time I go ahead and kill the Soviet Union off. They canceled my non-aggression pact, which I think benefited them way more than it did me, and oh my god, you did not just see... Oh, I forgot to do all the research, no! My credibility, damn it. Why do I still got more scientists? I need a new scientist. You look very smart. Go do some science. I don't even know what you do, but do something. Oh, nope, I didn't recruit him. Yes! I don't, wait, no, it has to be airplane scientist. I'm stupid. This is why I pay you to do the smart things, because if it were up to me, we'd have sticks. Man, that's about it. I will mass on the Soviet border. Hee 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 ha. I just declare war. Oh, I guess I do. I didn't actually mean to do that yet. I just kind of did it. Call Poland in the war. I dare you, man. You do not have the stuff to take me on. My air power is superb. You broke my cipher, did you? Wow, I'm so scared. I'm declaring war on Poland. Get out of here. I just called Czechoslovakia to my war. There we go. Yep, full send. Full send. I'll trade for some more oil, but I gotta start making my own soon. Call my puppet to arms. Let's go. Even faster. And I guess I called the Italians to arms too? Sure. Bring the full might against the Russians and then just burn them down. This should be a pretty easy war, I think. How is their air force? About like 4,000 planes. I've got double that with probably, yeah, okay, like 3,000 in stocks. My bad. Let's build more, more air bases. I think I'll stop here and actually get my planning bonus built up. I just wanted to kind of like send a message that I was better, and I think I've done that. Everybody get in line where you want to be. And while they do that, we'll build up a second army ready to go. Oh my god, they're trying to attack me. Are you stupid? There is not a chance in hell you're gonna be able to break me. Just give me my max planning. All right, planning bonus is built up. Let's go. So much green. I need to widen the front lines. Ah, the first casualty, it drops. And then we lose it like immediately, but it causes havoc, which is what we want. I've got to get this line widen up. Let's try to full send aggressive and see if we can make a breakthrough. Okay, so status update. They've been pushing into me and I've kind of just been letting them because they're taking enormous casualties. And then I'm just going to explode out once I get enough advantage to make it easy because they've lost like 3 million already. They're getting absolutely decimated and eventually I'm just going to be able to explode out and take absolutely everything in one fell swoop. So I'm kind of just doing whatever right now. In the meantime, their yellow bars are incredibly weak. I also have a little bit of a debuff on my infantry equipment, so I'm waiting for that to be built back up. It's going pretty quick. I mean, I'm making like 250 a day while also fixing my oil problems. So yeah, give it a second and we're gonna be ready to explode out. All right, you bunch of morons. I've got my logistics fixed. Let's go. All right, there's a lot of red off rip, but we've also got a lot of green and we're making progress. Oh, it's shifting green. We just need to keep going. There's Lithuania dead. That'll help. See, we're trading positively pretty much everywhere that we fight, so even if we do have red bubbles, it's not a bad thing because we are still, like, gaining the advantage just slowly. All right, Romania's getting pushed into. The wider we make this, the more it's going to benefit us. Ooh, encirclement in the north, 11 divisions, now mine. The battle goes in my favor. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, once we start pushing this up to the north, it's just over. That is a wide-ass battle line, and we benefit. The thinner they are, the easier it is to push, and we're already pushing their thick lines. Let's shift to an aggressive focus and see if we can get something really going or not. Logistics are still all green. Oh, this is awesome. And Romania is gone. Yo, Czechoslovakia, can I have some stuff, please? You're taking all my things, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, another nice gobble of troops. Goodbye. Yeah, I think this is just over. They're getting pushed on every front, and I'm not even using my whole army. I'm also not even, like, partially mobbed yet, because I haven't had the war support this whole time, but I finally do. Extort heroism, domestic film industry, masterpiece, yes, sir. More war support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'll start spying in Moscow. Hopefully take these guys out as quick as possible. And I guess I can go ahead and add a second dude onto this line. You be in charge of the north, sir. Another 5 divisions, pop those. Nope, nope, bring everybody, bring everybody. Collapsed. Yeah, it's gonna be a GG, my friend. Snap the corridor, crush them all. Oh, that's it. That's game. This encirclement is not something they're gonna be able to come back from. How many's in here? There's like a 50 stack. Ooh, sucks to be you. Don't you wish you were me? Oh, I took Moscow. I didn't even notice. Anyway, kablam. And everybody's gone. Kill them, crush them, make them suffer. Oh, that was easy. All right, Leningrad, take it. No long drawn-out siege this time. I just want it. Oh, come on, why are there Chinese divisions here? That's Burma. Damn it, I was racist. The flag looks like China. Okay, it's not it's not my fault. Oh, I may have forgotten to do anything about Africa. Oops. It'll get fixed soon enough. All right, they gotta be close to surrender. 65%. Are you kidding me, man? You're completely washed. Get out of here. Who do you think you are? And you're picking new fights? Are you dumb? Unbelievable. You're not even respecting me. All right, take Stalingrad. All right, they gotta be close to dead now. 78%, meh. Well, at least their air force has been completely wiped from the skies. I can live with that. There we go, 94% of the way done. Just a little bit more. Oh my God, did I do it? Everything's frozen, are they done? Oh my God, we're done. All right, let's see if I can get away with something cool here. Well, I'd say that's a pretty successful peace deal. So, I think all I need to do now is just clean up a few little small guys real quick. Hello, Hungary. I would like you to not exist anymore. Can you do that for me? Also, removing Czechoslovakia from the faction, because I don't need them anymore, and then justify a war goal against them. But not yet, not yet. Declare war. Czechoslovakia guaranteed them, I think, maybe. Be really funny if they do. Yup. All right, buddy. We had a good run, but you're over. Goodbye. And there's Japan declaring war on me. Blech. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I didn't want to have to fight you in this video, but I guess I am now. Wow, Hungary fell. Let me just eat everything. Fantastic. Oh, and the same's gonna happen to Czechoslovakia. Wow. I'll take, also everything. Wow, what a nice border that is. Anyway, I guess I gotta go deal with Japan now. Might be time for an island hopping campaign. Oh my God, I can invite the USA to my faction. Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, that's insane. Welcome to the continental system. Captain of the Allies is Turkey? How did that happen? That's hilarious. Oh, there's the Arab League. Cool, I suppose. All right, can I do my war goal against Yugoslavia? Revoking my guarantee. Fuck you. Goodbye. Argentina wants to join? All right, whatever. Screw it. We'll just get influence in South America that way, I guess. Oh, since when did I get Brazil? I don't remember this. All right, fine. New French world order just dropped. Chile? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not at this point? Join the party. All right, let's just go invade Taiwan real quick. Beep, boop, bop, hitting them here. Touchdown. And that was easy. Quick little Yugoslavia detour. Boop, boop. Oh my God. That's a little bit of green. And they're dead. All right, okay. Select all and take their navy. Even more navy. Dude, look at how much blue there is. Touchdown in Tokyo. Wait, no, this is not Tokyo. Where's Tokyo? Tokyo. All right, to the north, we must go. Encirclement, go. Micromanage. Boop, 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 boop. Take down Japan. Pushing north, go. Well, I don't think the nukes are gonna be necessary this time. We're kinda just, okay, they're dead. Wait, who else do I have to capitulate then? The Russian Imperialist Protectorate? The who? What even are you? Brother, you would think I'm gonna do anything again? Nah, die. Hold on. Wait. Nope. Okay, it doesn't work. Just go. Okay. Wait, we killed Japan, but they're still fighting. Is this it? Please be the one city I have to capture. Okay, well, I can see again. All right, just force attack. Get this over with. Oh my god, thank goodness. All right, and it's done. American Japan exists. I am the dominant power of the world. Am I at war with anybody else? Anyone else want to mess with me? Nope. All right. That means there's only one more thing I need to do then. What do you mean Iraq declared war on me? Are you stupid? I'm trying to end my video and you decide to throw a hissy fit in the middle of it. Give me 1 second, I'll be right down. How the hell is there one British division just stuck in the Carpathian Mountains? Where did you come from? How are you here? Who put you here? The UK doesn't exist. I annexed all of it. Wait, British Malaya? What? No faction. Independent. Where did you come from? What do you mean British Burma? There's no British anything. These two somehow managed to come off scot-free. Whatever, I guess. Now pardon me while I burn the Arabian Peninsula to the ground. Why did you do that? We could have been best buddies, but now we're not. No, not Gaston. He's ill. Oui. All right, are we done yet? We done yet? Nope, 58%. Go take Baghdad now. Finally. All right, I guess annexation of all then. Now there's only one more thing I need to do. Annex French Italy. Bye-bye. Italy's mine. Look at these borders. So yeah, all that done by 1944, I'd say we're in pretty good shape. And look, I'll be honest, you could absolutely turn this into a world conquest if you really wanted to, but like, the only obstacle is the US, and we're just way better than the US in pretty much every category. They have at most 600 factories, we're at 800. Sure, they've got a large military, but we got 9 million in reserve manpower, double their navy size, and they've got like maximum 20,000 planes. Yeah, I've got like 30,000 just in reserve. So yeah. So that is going to conclude turning France into the antagonist of World War II. Goodbye. And don't forget to give Raid Shadow Legends a try with the QR code or my link in the description or pinned comment of this video.